but I just locked up. I just completely locked up. I was like a mute. I was so nervous. Hey you! Welcome to our channel. My name's Caleb.
And I'm Stephanie.
And today we're gonna talk all about our love story and how we met.
We plan on making a new video for you every Thursday about having a thriving relationship, talking about marriage, singleness, what that looks like, travel, and our faith journey.
Yes, and we would love if you would subscribe, like, comment on this video, let us know what your favorite part of our story was. It sure was fun for us.
You are loved beyond measure. See you in the video. I get DMs all the time, almost every day, asking, how did we meet? So I told you I was gonna film a video about this, and I'm really excited to talk about it.
I think the best place for us to start is when I first saw Stephanie. I was single at the time and we were both attending the same church in Eagle Rock, California. And I was kind of actively looking for somebody to marry because I had just like a very focused goal. I wasn't messing around. I wasn't trying to just date anybody. I really wanted to find my wife. And I'll never forget, I walked into church that day and it was like that scene in the movie Big Fish where everything stops and just like there's nothing else in the room, and I see Stephanie and like literally it was like this angel, and she was there worshiping God in the middle of church and just with her hands up and praising him, and literally that was the most beautiful thing I have ever seen in my entire life. And every day since, she's been even more beautiful. But I laid eyes on her and I was like, man, wow, who is that? And I remember asking my friend, Sarah, that exact question, who is that? And she's like, oh yeah, that's Steph Stack. And I was like, okay, I need to get to know her. I mean, to be honest, I really didn't pay attention to the sermon that day. I was really thinking about, okay, I gotta find a way to get to know this girl. I gotta find a way to ask her out at the end of church.
I was just worshiping. I hadn't seen him, and there's a coffee shop across the street from our church that our church owns, that everyone after church around our age goes and hangs out.
Yeah, and so I knew that was the place that I was gonna make my move. And so I saw her over there and I walked up and I was about to be like, hey, you know, my name is Caleb, and I did that, but right as I get there, there's this guy that walks over and he's giving me the most stank eye, and he puts his arm around Stephanie and basically saying, she's mine. And I'm like, whoa, 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 what is going on?
I remember you came up to me close to the coffee line and you were so cute. I just remember how tall you were, and I could tell into me because you were so nervous and adorable. And I thought you were so cute. And then you came to talk to me again, and that's when that guy put his arm around me.
Yes, and gave me this stank eye, and I was like, okay. So I introduced myself and then kind of walked away because I'm like, okay, I guess she's taken. I'm not really ready to start something at church over that. And
the funny thing is, I had gone on one date with that guy, so I wasn't official with him. We were boyfriend, girlfriend.
Yeah, and it gave me the wrong vibe, so I was like, okay, fine, you know what? Like, she's the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. I really want to ask her out, but I guess this is the wrong timing. And so honestly, I just kind of gave it to God. I said, you know what, God, like, this is in your hands. I'm really interested in her. I asked like everyone that I knew at church about her, and everyone said amazing things. And I was like, oh, this is like my dream girl. And literally, code word between me and all my friends and all my family, she was dream girl. So anytime I said anything, I was like, dream girl this, dream girl that, dream girl this. And you know, I had to just really put that in God's hands, which is really hard. So for those of you that we tell, wait for the one, and waiting, well, I had to do that, and I had to do that for over a year. From the time that I met Stephanie until later on, I definitely had to put in that waiting time.
I remember later on after we met, I saw in your journal that you were praying about me in your journal.
Yeah, I wrote down in my journal that I had met her and seen her at church, and then I was praying for her during that time. And so definitely had to wait a whole long time, and God had to do that work in me during that waiting time to really prepare, because I really don't think I was ready to date Stefanie when we first met, but I was much more prepared when we met later on. And so let's fast forward a year, and I go on this missions trip. I was actively involved as a teacher before we started doing everything we do now, and I was leading a missions group to Nicaragua with some of my students, and we would go there for a week and serve at this missionary property, and we just help them with whatever we needed. And we'd always take a bunch of students, and of course the students always ask like, hey, who are you interested in, you know? And I told them about Dream Girl and Stefanie, obviously, and I was like, oh man, you know, she's the best. Like, she is absolutely everything that I wish I could have in a future wife, and I really, really want the chance to date her, marry her, everything. And I told them, I promised my students, and I'm so glad I did this, even though it still took me a while, but I promised them that if she ever became single, that I would ask her out. And that was on a Friday, and we had left for home that next day on Saturday. And so we get home on Saturday, and I go to church Sunday night, and I see Stefanie, and there was no nerves because I figured she was with that person, and she...
Yeah, I know we didn't really talk through that year that much, other than, hi, how's it going? We never communicated other than that. So after church, I remember seeing you, and I came up to you and was like, hey Caleb, it's so good to see you. You've been gone for a while. And you said, I was in Nicaragua.
Yeah.
And then I saw I had to go tell someone something. So I said, oh, I'll talk to you in a little bit.
Yeah, and it was a very natural conversation, super easy, and I didn't think anything of it. And then my friend comes up, Sarah, and she goes, Caleb, did you know? And I was like, wait, what? And she's like, Stefanie's single. And immediately, not only was I really excited, but I just locked up. I just completely locked up. I was like a mute. I was so nervous to be able to talk to her. I just could not, like, completely locked up.
So then I came back to talk to you again, and it was the 4th of July, I think, that coming weekend.
Yeah.
So I said to you, do you want to come with a group of us to this 4th of July hangout at the Rose Bowl?
And I said, yes!
And he said yes. I think you already had plans.
I did, it did not matter what I was doing. I don't care if I was meeting the president. That was gonna get canceled. It really was. There was no way I was missing that opportunity to hang out with Stefanie. So she asked me, and I said yes.
I was really excited to hang out with Caleb. I didn't know, you know, I just wanted to hang out with a group of friends. I thought he was really cute. So we get there, we're hanging out. Another guy, I think.
Yeah, there was another guy there that was really interested in Stefanie, obviously. And he was trying to talk her up. I was trying to talk her up. And when we got to talking, it was pretty natural, I would say. Like, when we actually got to talking about things, I was incredibly nervous. So I still was not able to fully be myself for quite some time.
I thought you were really cute, and I wanted you to sit next to me. I remember when the fireworks were going off, I was like, I want him to sit closer to me.
We were sitting next to each other,
But you were nervous.
I was. I wasn't gonna make a crazy move.
And this is a picture from that night. I remember being excited to take a picture with you. And after that night, Sarah, our mutual friend, she set up all these hangouts. I was like, oh man, Sarah wants to hang out with me so much.
I was behind the scenes trying to strategize with Sarah how to hang out with Steph more. So I had Sarah doing all my dirty work. Shout out to Sarah, because Sarah was the one that really was the catalyst, along with God, of bringing us together. So thanks, Sarah.
Yeah, we did all these different hangouts with groups. Like after church, we would go to places to eat with a group of friends. And I remember we were at
Oinkster one time. There was a place called Oinkster. You can tell how healthy the food was there. And we were bumping knees under the table, and that was really cute.
It was like electricity.
Yes, it was. I was like, man, this is awesome.
And the time before that, we went to another place, and you were telling stories. Well, you told me your heart about how you did ministry and how you taught students and how you loved kids, and that connected. We both love helping other people and loving on younger generations and just speaking life into them. So we really bonded over that.
I would say
then
that.
You were making fun of my love for animals, and you were joking about these like squirrels coming out of my head.
Yeah, she was saying how much she liked animals and all this stuff, and then I was saying, oh yeah, the squirrels will come out of your hair. It was like the worst joke, but she was like
so
dying
funny.
laughing, and that was like, I think I sealed the deal talking about the animals in her hair.
Well, the combination of that and it's how funny you are and how much you love God and other people, I was very smitten. I was like, okay, he's really cute. When is he gonna ask me out?
Yeah, and we had done this hangout at the Rose Bowl. There's this big really trail around the Rose Bowl Stadium that
I
you
was
can
in a
walk
white
on.
dress, wasn't I?
Yes, you were. And we were on this walk, and we kind of like bumped shoulders a lot, and we were with some of our friends, but it was really cute and fun, and we were being super flirty that night. I just knew that night, I was like, okay, it's really time. I think I've almost missed a ship. I need to ask her out now. And so we were like driving on the way home and just kind of like driving next to each other and looking at each other, and then I forgot to get her number.
No,
and
there was someone else with us that she, I think, thought you liked her, and she wouldn't leave.
Oh, that's what it was.
Don't tell her name, but...
Yeah, somebody was with us, and then, yeah, I think she thought that I was interested. I don't know why. I'm very laser focused. When I like want something, when I'm into, like, I'm very laser focused. That was what I wanted, that it. And we never got the chance to ask you out that night, and so then I shot her a message back in the day, a DM, slid into her Facebook Messenger DMs, and I said, hey, like, can I get your number? I'd love to call you. And she sent it back to me.
And you even said, I think I want to call you to ask you out. I think you were direct with me, or
I knew what I
wanted to call me, which I appreciated, that it wasn't mixed motives or anything.
I didn't want to ask her out on DM. I was like, hey, I want to call you to ask you out. And so we did that, and I called her, and I was like, hey, you want to go out this Tuesday? And she's like, no, I can't. I have class. And she's like, can we go on Thursday? And Thursday, I was gonna say yes no matter what day it was. So I was like, yeah, let's do Thursday, this time, let's go. And then I hang up the phone, and then I realized it was my brother's birthday.
June 19th.
July 19th.
Sorry, July 19th.
July 19th, and we were supposed to go on our first date, and I said, hey Jess, you gotta take one for the team, bro. I gotta go out with Dream Girl. He was so cool about it, which was fine, because we were gonna do something as a family, and Stephanie and I decided to go on our first date.
The first date was so magical. So let us know in the comments if you want us to do a reenactment. We've thought about doing this multiple times, about doing a reenactment of our first date, because it was so magical, and it's only a couple blocks away, so we could try. I know they've done up the apartment complex to see if we could get in and reenact it, because it would be so fun for us and then to show you. So let us know.
We might need to do that.
I don't think I have my outfit, but we could.
I still have my outfit from our first date.
I would have to just find something different.
She would have to wear a white t-shirt and jeans, because that's what she wore.
It was a white, like cute little shirt.
Yes, and I overdressed because I was dressed to impress. And
I was just like, this is casual. I told him, I said, I'm gonna be dating other people. I wasn't ready, in my opinion, I thought, for anything serious. I really was not. I told him that on our first date. But as you will find out, I told him, oh yeah, I'll plan on going on other dates. But you were my last first date.
Yes.
I didn't ever go on another date.
No, I didn't either. Anyways, guys, we're so thankful that you would sit here and listen to part of our love story, at least the beginning. We can't wait to share more parts with you down the road about what we've done, what our love story is, and just all the parts of that, how God has shown up every step of the way. We're so thankful for you. We would love if you would subscribe and like and comment down below. Let us know your favorite part of our first part of our love story. Let us know about yours if you have a love story.
Yes, and, or let us know how we can pray for you. Pick up our free ebooks about waiting for the one if you're single, because we care so much about relationships and want to just encourage you and uplift you in whatever stage you are in your love story. And you are loved beyond measure.
We'll see you in the next video.